How to correct subject-verb agreement grammar errors. Have you ever read a sentence and felt something was off? It might just be a subject-verb agreement error. Let's break down how to fix these common mistakes. Subject-verb agreement means that the verb must match the subject in number, person, and sometimes gender. To correct errors, start by identifying the subject of your sentence. Once you know the subject, ensure the verb form corresponds properly. Let's start with the basics. If your subject is singular, meaning one person or thing, use a singular verb form. For example, she runs every day. On the flip side, if your subject is plural, meaning more than one person or thing, use a plural verb form. For instance, they run every day. Here are some key rules to keep in mind. When two or more singular nouns are joined by the word and, treat the subject as plural and use a plural verb. An example would be, the cat and dog are outside. When singular nouns are joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the closest subject. For example, either the teacher or the students are responsible. Certain words like each, every, either, neither, everyone, and anybody are singular and take singular verbs. For instance, everyone is here. Collective nouns, such as team, group, or family, are usually singular and take singular verbs. You might say, the team wins the game. Watch out for phrases that come between the subject and the verb. The verb should agree with the subject, not a noun in the phrase. For example, the bouquet of flowers smells nice, not smell. There are additional points to consider. In present tense negatives and questions using do, only the auxiliary verb do or does changes to agree with the subject, while the main verb stays in its base form. For example, she does not like apples, or do they know the answer? Some nouns always take singular verbs, even if they seem plural, like mathematics or news. Others always take plural verbs, such as scissors or trousers. In sentences that start with there is or there are, the verb agrees with the subject that follows. For example, there are many options. To apply these rules practically, read your sentences aloud. Hearing them can help you determine if the verb sounds correct with the subject. Also, identify the true subject, especially in complex sentences with modifiers or phrases. Remember, in third-person singular present tense, verbs often end with s or s. For example, he runs or she watches. If you're ever in doubt, rewrite the sentence to clarify the subject and verb relationship. From a phonetics and word usage perspective, pronunciation can help you identify singular versus plural verb forms, especially with the s ending. Understanding verb forms and their correct usage supports clearer communication. Dictionary entries often indicate verb conjugations and subject-verb agreement rules, which can be referenced for correct forms. By systematically applying these rules and checking the relationship between subject and verb, you can effectively correct most subject-verb agreement errors.